Derek, first of all, you're coming home, Hastings, Minnesota. I know your family now has Woodbury, Minnesota connections, which is a suburb of St. Paul. What's it like to come back to play in a place where you grew up?
It's so much fun. I remember back in the day skipping out on school, coming to the high school hockey tournament, and to be back here, it really puts things in perspective how lucky I really am, and to be able to see family and play in front of them tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Not a lot of Minnesota kids end up at Wisconsin. How did that all happen? You're a proud Bucky Badger. I thought for sure a Hastings kid would end up at the U.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I would too. But when it came down to recruiting, they had their recruits, they had the guys they wanted, and so there was no room for me. So Wisconsin was the first school that called me, and I went and visited, and I knew I wasn't going to look at anything else. So once I got done with the visit, I made a commitment and went on from there.
The other night in Winnipeg, and let's get to the game tonight. But first, before we get to that, the other night in Winnipeg, the team kind of righted their ship, and we were talking on the air about how we felt you had one of your best games of the season. Talk about your game from the other night, and more importantly, talk about the response of the team. You didn't get the win, but I think you corrected a lot of things that went sideways in L.A.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those two games, LA and Dallas coming out of break, and our group wasn't very happy with the way we played, and we didn't think we were playing the right way at all. And I thought we did a good job of responding in Winnipeg. Now I think there's still a lot of stuff that we can clean up, and we went over it in video yesterday, and we practiced it a little bit yesterday too. And it just goes to show how good this league is, and you have to be ready to go every single night. If you're not going to win. And I thought we were decent in Winnipeg, but if you have a slow start, you're gonna have a real tough time winning.
Finally, you talk about the league after the post-All-Star break, and we've been talking about this a lot. The league ramps up once again, does it not? And that, I would imagine, presents another challenge, especially when you're going through the Central Division. You saw Winnipeg, they're in a playoff fight. The Minnesota Wild, obviously, are in a big playoff fight in that same division. So it just gets harder as you go on, right?
Yeah, I mean, I look at it as it's honestly it's better hockey. It's more fun to play in. The intensity ramps up, but the plays are more important. Every little play matters, and like I said, you got to play complete games in order to have a chance to win. And we continue to talk about all that stuff, and down the stretch, I think it's good for us to learn what it takes. When the intensity ramps up, it's another level that you have to ramp up, and every focus goes on to special teams and the importance of playing together.